See, a lot of times religious people and moralistic people, they have this huge mental hang-up in that they say, Leo, but what's stopping me from being evil? What's stopping me from raping people and killing people and thieving and pillaging and genociding and doing all this sort of stuff? What's stopping me from doing that if there are no rules, no objective rules in the universe? If God is not going to punish me for thieving and killing, then why shouldn't I do it? And of course, the answer is so obvious. The answer is that nothing is stopping you. If you are at the level of consciousness such that you desire to rape and kill and thieve and do violence onto others and to harm others, if that's your level of consciousness, then you see, if God was to force you to be good, if God created rules and punishments that required you to be good, then you wouldn't really be good. You would just be pretending to be good under threat of punishment, in the same way that, like, in a dictatorship, if a journalist is told that he must write some sort of puff piece about the dictator, praising the dictator in the newspaper, under threat of his family being tortured, of course he's going to write that puff piece. Now, does that make it true? Is this puff piece about the dictator true? No, of course not. He's just writing it because he has to, because he's coerced into it, because of course he wants his family to not get tortured. So obviously he's going to do that. It doesn't make it true. Well, likewise, see, what you want is you sort of want God to do the same thing to you. It's like you want God to be this dictator and to dictate goodness to you. But if God did that, then it wouldn't be really true goodness. You would be acting out of fear, and you wouldn't be consciously selecting goodness. You would only be selecting it because you want to avoid some punishment. But that's not goodness. You see, that's evil. That's selfishness. When you're acting out of fear and you're acting out of self-preservation, you're being selfish. You're not being good. To be good, you have to be selfless. And so the very odd and mysterious thing about goodness is that it turns out that actually you can't truly be good unless you choose to be good without any coercion, for no reason whatsoever, for no other reason than simply because you like being good. See, it's only when the joy of being good overpowers every other drive and desire and craving and priority that you have, only then will you truly be good. If there's any higher priority in your life than pure goodness for its own sake, then you're not good. You're actually evil. Ta-da! You see? What you truly have to realize here is that goodness is its own end. And this is absolutely crucial because God has to be its own end, because God is one. There's nothing outside of God. See? It can't have some sort of other purpose. It can't have an ulterior motive. Its motive has to be itself. And what it is pure goodness, or just the pure joy of existence itself, the pure joy of consciousness itself, unclouded and uncorrupted by any kind of self-biases, any kind of needs for anything else. Just purely, directly existence, purely, directly consciousness, purely, directly truth, purely, directly goodness. And so, of course, it must be self-justifying, self-reinforcing, and completely tautological.